The proud princes had always looked down on common beauties, but after hearing Akita's praise, they rushed to Kagaya's estate to propose. 5 love letters were laid before the girl. Her teacher told her to pick one as her husband, but Kagaya hadn't even met these men. How could she agree to such an absurd arrangement? The princes knelt outside the curtains, each professing their love. The first was Prince Kuramochi, who praised the princess as a jeweled branch from Mount Horai, promising to treasure her if she'd marry him. The second was Prince Ishitsukuri, vowing to worship her like the stone begging bowl of Buddha if she became his wife. The minister of the right mocked Ishitsukuri for comparing a beautiful woman to stone. He claimed Kagaya was as precious as a robe of fire rat fur, something flames couldn't destroy, just like his devotion. Such a rare treasure only existed in Tang, China. The fourth was the Grand Counselor, comparing Kagaya to a jewel from a dragon's neck that shone with rainbow light rivaling the sun and moon. The last was Middle Counselor Isanokami, praising the princess as a cowrie shell from a swallow's nest, a priceless treasure. Having no intention of marrying anyone, she turned the tables on them. She made a promise: whoever could present the treasure they just mentioned would have her hand in marriage without hesitation. Upon hearing this, everyone froze in shock. Her teacher and father were equally stunned. Faced with such impossible demands, the princes could only reluctantly return home. From then on, the suitors knew better than to pursue her. The estate returned to its former peace. After they left, Kagaya removed her restraints, washed her teeth white, and felt relaxed and carefree. It was cherry blossom season, so Kagaya went to the countryside to enjoy herself. She hadn't felt this content in ages. It reminded her of life back in the village. But she accidentally bumped into a child under the cherry trees. When she tried to apologize, the child's mother bowed to her instead. That's when she realized she'd lost her personal freedom. Fate was fate. No amount of resistance or change would help. On the way back, Kagaya ran into Sudamaru. Their eyes met, and thousands of words caught in their throats, washed away by time. Just as Sudamaru called out her name, guards knocked him to the ground. One was a noble princess, the other a chicken thief. Life sure has a cruel sense of humor. Kagaya sobbed in the carriage. She hated how time had changed everything. They could never go back. The carriage rolled away as Sudamaru collapsed unconscious in the rain. Fortunately, the following days were relatively peaceful. The girl gradually smiled again in the courtyard. But 3 years later, the old man burst into the room excitedly with news of a prince's proposal. Kagaya's brow furrowed as she awaited fate's verdict. First came Prince Kuramochi again, actually presenting a jeweled branch from Mount Horai. It gleamed brilliantly as he solemnly described his quest for the treasure. But commotion outside shattered his fantasy. Turns out the branch was a fake commission from craftsmen, and he'd stiffed them on payment. Exposed, Prince Kuramochi hurried away. Days later, the minister of the right arrived with a fire rat robe, claiming he'd personally traveled to Tang, China and spent a fortune on it. Having been deceived before, Kagaya wasn't easily convinced. She had him throw the robe into fire to test it. It burned to ashes, along with his fortune. The Grand Counselor actually kicked out his first wife and rebuilt his entire estate to match Kagaya's preferred architecture.